a, a so there is always a difference between a person who is running a big organization and a person who is running a small shop, right? What is the difference between the two? The difference between the two is a big organization actually takes decision based on certain data points. But a small organization or a small ownership, or a small owner, he takes decision only on the basis of his gut feeling. Whatever he thinks, he takes decision according to that. But big organizations like Reliance, Tata, or even mid-sized organizations also, they take decision based on the data that comes out of their business. So if we talk about business, okay, so business is exchange of goods and services, right? So while doing this exchange of goods and service, you happen to generate a lot of data. Okay. So if you are buying some goods from somebody, then also there is a purchase related data that is available. Then you are manufacturing it, then there is manufacturing related data is there. And then you are selling it to the customer. Then related to selling also, there are various data points that are available. So in each and every step of the process, there is some data that is getting generated. Now the volume of data is there, but there are not many people who can analyze the data and take decisions out of it, right? So that is where data analytics role comes into the picture. And this is not a role which can be said to be a back-end role. Okay. Trust me, this role can give you access even to the topmost management of the company. Why? Because who is the decision maker in the company? The decision maker is the ultimate person who owns the company. Okay. So as an analyst, you will be directly in access to those people, those top people in the organization. So that brings a lot of accessibility, which we are going to discuss in the later stage. Now, the best part about data analytics is that it is what we can say, it is industry proof. What do I mean by that? So, irrespective of what industry you are looking at, what industry you are going to apply for, it is data analytics is always there. If anybody can name any organization which doesn't have data, so that is not possible. Each and every organization has data. Okay, be it healthcare, finance, okay, banks, manufacturing. Every sector, every organization has one or the other kind of data. Okay, so a person who is a data analyst, he doesn't have any restrictions in terms of the industry that he can apply for. That makes this profile the more lucrative because it is not confined to any kind of specific industry. So it is industry proof. So let me just quickly give a glimpse of what we are as data geeksters and what is our main objective. So the main objective of creating data geeksters is to help professionals stuck in low paying jobs and transition their career into high paying IT careers. Okay. So the ultimate goal is to transition non IT people for some of the IT roles that are available in the market with the help of data analytics. So we connect people with non IT backgrounds to the IT industry. So this is the gap that we are trying to bridge, where we try to have some industry, there is some industry demand. Okay. And there are people who are ready to somewhere satiate those demands. But what they are lacking is the relevant skills and the most important thing, that is mentorship. Okay. When you have a mentor, it becomes easier for you to go step by step and achieve something. So we equip individuals with necessary skills for lucrative IT roles. Okay. So that is the ultimate goal of Data Geeksters. Now, these are our mission, vision, goal, and objectives. So every organization has their mission, vision, goals, and objectives. This is a direction that we are working towards, and this gives us the roadmap of how what change we want to bring in the IT world per se. So when we talk about the mission, as I told you that our mission is to empower non-IT professionals to go for some IT related lucrative jobs. Vision is to do career transformation, to become one of the catalyst in career transformation. So if you see in the market, there are a lot of different courses that might be available. So what they do is that they just take the fees and give you recorded classes. After that, whether you watch that recorded classes or not, whether you are acting upon it or not, whether you are practicing on it, on it or not, there is nobody who can take care of that. But here, our main USP is to give live training. So we have very small batches of 4 or 5 people. We try to have smaller batches so that we can have personalized, learning to the people who are going to, join with us. So that is one of the USPs that we have. Then the goal is to facilitate successful transition. It is not only about, giving, training. Okay. It is a complete hand holding that we want to do at each and every stage of a person's transition. So, for example, a person from non-IT background has come to us. Okay, he wants to switch to IT. Okay, first is the roadmap that is given to him. Then the entire training happens. Then, along with the training, there are capstone projects, there are assignments, there are exercises. Okay, so we make sure that whatever he's trying to learn, he gets 100 or maybe 150% out of it. Even after that, if he applies to a relevant role, okay, he should get the calls. And even if he gets placed, we have a program through which we can even give them assistance post their job. So once they get the job, even after that, they will be getting support from us, so that if they get stuck with any kind of technical issue at workplace, they can come back to us for any kind of assistance. That's why building a community becomes very, very important. So we are trying to build a community where, for example, Sam is there, Joseph is there, Nitish is there. So if they all three are the part of the community, okay, they can actually help each other based on their knowledge. So that is what is the entire idea of like creating these communities. Then objectives are to give proper mentorship, comprehensive program, hands-on experience, hands-on learning, okay, career guidance, networking, and creating your profiles and helping you to apply for the right jobs. So in life, things happen when you are at a right place at a right time. So even if you are skilled, if you are not at a place at the right time, it would be difficult for you to flourish in your career. So we make it a point that we try, we can help you tap, all the relevant, jobs that are there in the market, so that your chances of getting selected becomes high. So this is my profile. I am Rahul Likwani, and to the surprise of all, I am a chartered accountant. Okay, I have myself transitioned my career from chartered accountancy to being a data analyst. That is why the entire idea of transition came into the picture. So if you know that chartered accountants are only for no meant for finance domain. Okay, they actually work in balance sheet, profit and loss, taxes, and all. But how a person from finance, or a person from a chartered accountancy background comes into IT? Okay, that is what is called the real transition, right? So that is what I have done in my life. I actually worked for 8, 6, 7 years in a core finance role. Okay, achieved a lot, went to a decent package. Then somewhere I realized that you know the what is the market, that is what is the demand in the market. So I saw that there is huge demand for data analyst role. Okay, and uh, you know uh, all I did was to actually learn the relevant tools. And I don't know anything about coding. Still, I teach today, I teach Power BI, Tableau, Python, SQL, AI tools, MS Office to a lot of students. Okay. So how a person from finance can actually come into the role, learn the tools, and get the job also. So after post 7 years, I actually learned all these skills and directly moved to a IT role. And there actually, I'll just show you how I got 40% hike on my previous package just because of these tools and not even having an hands-on experience. So I had experience, but I had those experience in practice manner. I did not have it in core, industry. That also gave me a lot of opportunity in the market. The reason is there are not many people who even know the tools. Forget about the relevant experience. There are not many people who know the tool. So this industry is there is a huge gap. There is a lot of demand, but supply is something that is missing, right? So I have trained more than 1,000 students as of today. So let me just give you, a brief about how I transitioned. Okay. So as I told you that I, started my journey as a chartered accountant. Okay. Worked in the industry for 6, 7 years. Then post that, I realized that there is huge potential in data. Okay. And I also had a deep desire to learn. Then I actually learned Power BI, SQL, Tableau, AI tools. Then, when once I mastered all these tools. Then I applied for IT roles. And guess what? I immediately got a 40% salary hike. And not just that, even after completing my first 1.5 year in the organization, I again got an increment of 25% because I had actually implemented all the tools in the role itself. Okay. So, and I'll tell you what, in between the transition, before going for that 40% salary hike, I only had the knowledge of the tools. Plus, I had completed my projects religiously. So I knew what I was talking about. Okay, so I knew Power BI, I knew SQL. That is how I could convince the employers to hire me. And not just that, even after hiring, okay, after implementing all these tools, I got an increment of 25%, while the on an average increment of the entire finance team, or maybe our team, was somewhere 12 to 13% only. So that is what can change things for you if you can actually go into a role where you can actually have access to the management. In today's, today also I'm working on the same profile. My major job is to actually create Power BI dashboards in my organization and do all the analytics related to business. Now, today also, I am the only person apart from the CFO of the company who CEO knows. Okay, so CEO are the people who are the main runner of the business. So how can you have access to all these people? You can only have access to all these people when you have certain roles like data analytics, where you can directly interact with CEOs, management of the company. Okay, so when you have access, okay, whatever work that you do, it becomes quite visible. That is also one of the most important part of the entire transition. And only this skill, only this data analytics only could actually give me the first award that I got at my workplace. Okay, so I worked, as I told you, the funny part is I worked in finance background for 7, 8 years. Okay, I did not get any recognition at all. 1 year down the line, learned some tools, gone into a data analytics profile, and within 1 year working in the organization, recently I got the award as a rising star. Okay. So this is not about bragging, this is not what I am bragging about myself. This is the reality of my life, where I actually I did a lot of hard work to actually, get my CA degree. Okay. Though, everybody knows that it is one of the difficult profession. But what gave me the recognition was data analytics. Okay. So that was a bulb on moment. That was a moment when I realized that if this is possible, if a person from finance can actually go into IT and actually, make such a difference, then, there are a lot of people, maybe, more talented than me. They can also do it. Okay. That's how we came into a point where I can actually, share whatever I have learned during this transition to you guys. So let us just go and understand what is data analytics. Okay. Why it is important. Okay, so it is the most important thing about any kind of subject is to understand why. Okay, to find out why is very very important. Otherwise, whatever you will learn, you will just keep on leaving that in between. So if your why is strong, क्यों करना है, if it is clear in your mind, then you will be going for a longer journey. Okay, that's why when we talk about data geekster also, we have that why in mind, right? कि ये हमें क्यों करना है, right? Until and unless you have that in mind, you would not be able to do anything. Okay, so from now on, try to find out the why of doing things, and then it will allow you to do a lot of things in life. So again, to understand why do we do need to do data analytics, we need to first understand what is data analytics. Okay, data analytics is the process of examining data sets to draw conclusions. Okay, so it is all about analyzing the data and taking insights out of it. For example, I just give you a random example. For example, sales data is there. So you have month on month sales. Now, what are the three things that you can take out of that month on month sales? First is I can see the trend, whether my sales is growing or not. Okay. I can see the average sales that I do per month. Okay. And I can see the number of customers I have during the period of maybe 6 months, 8 months. So see, what I am trying to do is that I am just breaking the data to make some to take out some insights so that I can understand my business well. And each and every organization has to do it to understand their business, to understand their customer. That is what is going to bring the business further. Now, what is the importance? The importance, the only importance or the major importance for data analytics is to take informed decision. Okay. It is just like, a person who is a diabetic. Okay. If he knows that he is a diabetic, then he will be away from all these sweet things, right? But if he doesn't know about it, then he'll keep on eating. So, what is actually stopping him from doing, or what is something that is encouraging him to do, is the data about himself, right? Same way for business to actually, flourish, it has to take decision based on data. Then, what are the applications? So, as I told you that you name any industry, no industry is away from data. Okay. Be it healthcare, finance, marketing, e-commerce, operations, manufacturing. Okay. Even education industry also. Okay. Data is very, very important because customers are there and customers are nothing but they bring data to your organization. Right. So, this is one of the, why we have included this slide is to make you understand that there are three different roles related to data. Okay. And there can be more also, but these are, basically prevalent in the market. Now, everybody actually, tries to confuse data analytics, data engineering, and data science with each other. Okay. So let us understand, and our answer of why we have chosen data analytics will be given here only. Okay. So let us just go, let us start from data science. Okay. What is data science? Data science is combining aspects of analytics, engineering, using advanced algorithms, and machine learning to predict future trends. Okay. So this is a profile which is specifically meant for those people who have attained certain degree in engineering. Okay. I cannot call myself as a data scientist. Okay. I cannot call myself as a data scientist because I have not done the degree or I have not done the education in that field. Okay. So this is a technical field. This is core technical field, right? So this is not something that we are talking about. Then comes data engineering. Data engineering involves building and maintaining the data infrastructure, ensuring data is accessible, usable, and reliable for the analysts. Data engineering is something that you can do, okay, even if you don't have any IT background. But this is not a start point. So just like we have, in our classes, we have KG, then we have first, second, third, and then we go to 12th, right? So data engineering is the later level. Okay. So for example, if you are studying in first, data engineering will come in 12th. Okay. So this is something that can be transitioned to, but at this point of time, you cannot directly transition to data engineering. The way will come out from data analytics. Okay. Now data analytics is that first, second, third class, you know, subject matter that can allow you to reach out to the 12th class. Okay. So here, why we are talking about data analytics, because this is the first step towards going towards data engineering. So if you are interested from after, you know, after doing a lot of practice in data analytics, after getting a lot of experience, then you can very well go into data engineering. But for now, the first and the foremost step, for which there is no IT background is required, no coding background is required. Okay, a person like me who was from finance moved to a role related to IT, it is because of this data analytics. So it is all about analyzing. Can you see focuses on analyzing and interpreting complex data? Analyzing and interpreting complex data. Okay. So when we talk about data, data can be analyzed by anything. You just need anybody, sorry. You just need right tools. You just need right tools actually to do the data analytics. Okay. I'll just take a pause. I think there were a few questions. Sorry to interrupt. I'm unable to. I hope my voice is audible, right? Sam, Nitish, Salma.
Yes, sir, it
Okay.
is audible.
Okay. Okay. So so Hari, you can check your maybe audio. Then
Yes,
Pooja
sir,
is
it's good.
saying,
It's good.
yeah, yeah, okay. So Pooja was saying that I have done digital marketing. Will this experience be helpful to me? See, let us, just go through the entire process. Okay. I would request you all to keep your, whatever the queries that you have, you keep those queries handy. You can have a paper and pen. We will have a separate session for, all your queries. Okay. So, I would request you all, because for the flow of this webinar. Okay, so I would request you all to keep your queries ready. We will just take your queries one by one. Okay, and in that section you can ask your queries. Okay, so just be throughout the end of the session, and we will answer each and every query of yours. Okay, so I hope this difference, data analytics, data engineering, data science, is clear to you. Now, many of the people, they get to see a lot of ads related to data engineering, data science, data analytics. This used to be a situation with me also. I used to get a lot of different platforms for learning all or any of the three. So the problem was sometimes when you hear about data engineering, data science, you think that this is something that you cannot do. But when you get deeper into data analytics, then you get to know that this is something that can be learned by a person who is even who doesn't belong to a particular IT domain also. So why data analytics? Revolutionizing decision making. So as I told you that all these big organizations, they do take decision based on data. Now, do you think that Mukesh Ambani, who might be taking some decisions, he might be doing all his analysis by himself, or he might be having some team? So of course, he might be having some team of data analytics. Okay, or I should call it data analysts. They actually analyze the data and give the brief pointers to the owner or the management of the company. Then management takes decision based on that data. That is how the entire system works. Okay. So for decision making, data is very, very important, and data is there in abundance. The only issue that we have is we don't have people to, a right number of people to analyze those data. Cross industry application, as I told you, that no industry is, can be kept away from data. So where there is a data, there is always a data analyst that is required. Strategic planning, very, very important. until and unless you have data related to particular thing, okay, you cannot do strategic planning. For a business, strategic planning is very, very important. Strategic planning is not short term. Strategic planning is minimum for 5 years. Okay. Minimum for 5 years, and it can go to 10, 15 years also. So that is the long-term vision of a company. So if you do a long-term vision without even having any data, then that the chances of getting things wrong becomes quite high. Okay. That is why data becomes the most important tool for a business. And many people say that data is the new fuel, okay, for the business, right? So for strategic planning, data is very, very important. Then fundamentals of data analytics are very easy to understand, okay, and the tools related to data visualization are also very easy to learn as well. Then as a data analyst, you actually get to learn a lot of things about business. That is something that is that part is the best for when I talk about my motivation. I get motivation when I get to learn a lot of new things about various industries. So for example, you are going to work as a data analyst for healthcare, okay, then healthcare industry. So then you are going to know a lot of nuances of that healthcare industry, which can help you understand the business. Okay, many a times what happens is that until unless you understand the business, you cannot analyze it. Okay, for analyzing anything, you have to understand that, right? So going into data analytics makes you more smarter, I should say, when it comes to understanding the business. Okay, even if you being into an employment, okay, being into a 9 to 5, I also get to learn a lot of things about different businesses. So I consult to various other different organizations also. Just like for example, one of the organization that I'm consulting right now, it is a pharma business. Okay, so I get to learn a lot of things about pharma. At the same time, I am working in 9 to 5 into a financial service business, that is selling mutual funds and selling various kind of instrument. So see the all the can you see the difference? At one part, I am actually doing some analysis for financial services. Second part, I am doing it for pharma company. So can you see the world of difference? But do you think that I need to learn something extra for it? No. The same analytics fundamentals, if I know it, I can analyze both kind of organization. And the best part is I can actually understand the business because of that. Then, of course, professional growth and the demand in the market is huge for data analytics. That is the most important reason why one should go for data analytics. So, as a data analyst, what are the roles that are offered to you? Okay. So, as a if you actually complete your entire course, okay, if you have some, you have completed capstone project, you have understanding about data analytics and how it works, then you can apply for data analyst role. Okay. So, if you can go into LinkedIn and Naukri, you can just search, data analyst, and you will see, number of jobs which are available for as a data analyst. Okay. Then business intelligence analyst, that is called BI analyst. This is also one of the role that you can apply for. And after certain point of time, after gaining experience for maybe 3, 4 years, 5 years in both these roles, then you can go and try for a data scientist role. But to start off, this is the role. Data analyst role is the most important and the most lucrative role available in the market. There are plenty of jobs that are there. You can yourself go onto LinkedIn and check it. On Naukri also, you can go and check it, how many jobs that are available as a data analyst. And that is what is our asking, right? We are going to tap something that is there in the market, that is there in hot demand. So, if you talk about what is the pathway, what are the three most important things which can help you, choose data analytics. One is career advancement. Of course, as I told you that, you know, no matter what career you come from, okay, if you learn all these tools, there is always an advancement. There is always a personal growth that comes out of it. Then, if you are a continuous learner, Okay, there are a lot of different fields that you can open, okay, in the field of data analytics. And then there is a huge demand in the market. As I told you that there are a lot of jobs that are there. And this is not a coding job, okay. So if somebody might be thinking that in IT there is a lot of slowdown, all the a lot of people are actually getting sacked from their companies. But those roles were core coding roles. Okay. So coding, what has happened in the world of AI, okay, coding has become something that can be learned by anybody. Anyone software can do the coding. Okay. So here, what we are talking about is analyst. Okay. As far as analysis of data is concerned, still AI has a long way to go. Though there are tools that have come, okay, which I am going to show you also. But you get the point, right? The what human mind can analyze, okay, system cannot do it. As of now, at least it cannot do it, and I cannot see it happening at least for next 10 years. Okay, so why there is a high demand in data analyst role is because analysis is something where human touch is very important. You cannot analyze a particular number on the basis of using any AI tool, right? Even for using those tools, you need some people who have some fundamentals clear in their mind. Okay, that is where the real opportunity comes. So now let us talk about how we can transition, how a person who is from completely from non-IT background can transition into data analytics role, and how it is possible actually. First of all, is it is transferable skill. That means it can transfer from one person to another. That means if you have a mentor, if you have a person who knows certain skills, that can be easily transferred. Okay, why it is easily transferred? Because there is no coding, there is no technical know-how that is required. All you need is to master certain tools with the right mentorship is what is required. There are, one more important thing is that there are a lot of resources that are available. Okay, especially AI. Okay, AI has become a boon for data analysts, especially for me. Okay, so I don't know coding, right? And I do a lot of data analytics. Maybe 95% of the data analytics is possible with the tools that I have learned. Maybe 5% is something that I cannot do without using the coding. Now, what happens is that I need to go to a coder who can do some coding for me, or I can take the help of AI. Okay, because AI has become master in creating codes. Okay, and if the time will permit, I'll show you how these codes are created. Okay, how these codes are created with the help of AI. Okay, so that is one of the reason why these coding roles have become redundant. Okay, because same to same exact coding can happen with the help of AI, but AI cannot analyze the data. AI cannot take the insights out of it, right? So for that, you need to have some educational resources, or you need to have resources like AI. Then career support. These days, many avenues are available, okay, where you can get career support. Just like in our course also, we have career support pre and post job also. So these are some of the benefits that are already there in the market. Mentors are already there in the market, and that has made data analytics as a very good career to transition. I'll just take a pause here. Just a second. I hope everybody is clear about what we are learning. Okay, right. I'll take a pause here. If you have any doubts, you can let me know. Okay, and we'll have a complete doubt session at the end of the session also. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can you can just, and guys, please keep your cameras on so that I can interact with you well. It is not a what we can say one way mode here. Okay, I am speaking and you are listening. I want you to actually come up with your doubts if you have any doubts. Okay, just a second, I'll come back. Yes. Any doubts till now? Okay. Okay. So let us just move on. I hope my screen is visible to everybody. Hmm. So there are certain myths, okay, that are there in the market. Okay. Let us just quickly break those myths. Okay. So from today, my aim is to make you very clear about how this, a transition works. Okay. Many a times what happens is that we just go by what people say. Okay. I am myself working in the industry for a long time. We have trained students. They are working into IT. They have actually transitioned their career. So these are certain myths that are there in the market, which I want to break today. First is qualification. Is there any degree that is required to get into a data analytics role? The answer is no. There is no professional degree that is required. All you need to do is you need to have hands-on experience on some of the tools like Excel, Power BI, Tableau, SQL, and basics of Python. Okay, this is what is the entire ask. Okay, and trust me, if you go onto LinkedIn or Naukri, just don't forget about data analytics. Even if you actually search Power BI, you will have plenty of opportunities that is there. Only one tool, okay, one tool in the entire data analytics, domain. If you can master that one tool, that can give you a lot of credibility in the market. Diverse background can transition into data analytics through practical experience and online courses. So practical experience is what is required. Is it easy to get into data analytics? Yes, but you have to practice. You have to work hard. Okay, that is the ask. Okay, you have to work hard. You have to be hands-on. If I say that I know Power BI, I should create a dashboard in 15 minutes. This is what is the requirement. Okay, right? So you need to be hands-on. This is not a bookish. If you think that by reading certain material I'll be a data analyst, no, it is not going to happen. You have to get your hands dirty. By that I mean you have to practice a lot. Okay, you have to master these tools, right? Now the second issue that people have in their the query that they have in their mind is what kind of because I don't know coding, can I go into data analytics role? Again, the answer is yes. Okay, all these modern tools like Power BI, Tableau, they are just drag and drop tools. Okay, they are just drag and drop tools. You have to just drag certain field and put it at some places. That's how your entire dashboard get created. Okay, and with the advent of AI, even as I told you that for the 5% of work in which coding is required, and because I don't know coding, I have AI to replace that, lacuna in me. Okay, so see, we are not living in a world, where, there's no assistance available, there's no teaching available. We have a lot of, resources that are available today. Okay, especially AI. Okay, AI has actually changed everything that we used to do. Okay, in our traditional method. Okay, earlier, if you want to write a mail, it used to take maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes first to understand, and then you draft a mail and then you send it. Okay, now AI tools are there. In a single click, you can write your mails. So data analytics also, the things have become very easy. So if you see Power BI, it is one of the best tools and one of the most efficient tool, I should say. Tableau, it is one of the best tool and one of the easiest tool. I have never seen a tool as easy as Tableau. Okay, so that is what is that is what is going to be the game changer for all of us. Those who don't have technical skills, right, and those who are eager to learn, they have fire inside, and they can go for these data analytics course. Hiring industry. Many people think that data analyst role is only for online business, only for offline business. Some say that it is only for financial services. No, as I told you, that each and every kind of an organization have to have data in place, and wherever there is a data, there is some analysis that is required. If you are not going to do it, somebody else will do it, but that analysis has to happen, right? Just, after this call, I have a visit to one of the organizations, as I told you, that pharma company. I am going to go there and I am going to analyze their data. Okay. So everywhere you will find data is in abundance, and all we need is somebody who can actually analyze that data. Okay. So I'll request you all to please keep your cameras on. Somewhere it is very difficult to take 2 hour session. Okay, when the cameras are off. Okay, it feels like I am talking to myself. So request you all to keep your cameras on. Okay, and be interactive. Ask your doubts. Okay, see, uh, when I used to attend all these, I have attended a lot of free webinars. Okay? Lot means a lot of. One thing I used to make it a point that it is not free actually. This free webinars are not free actually. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you how. You are actually spending 2 hours of your life, okay, trying to listen and trying to understand something from somebody. So make sure that you take 150% out of it. Okay. So though I call it as a free webinar, it is not free. Whatever is the time that you are spending with me, okay, that is your cost. Okay. So I would request you to please keep on writing points, keep on writing your doubts, and also be interactive. If you have any doubt, if you think that no, this is some point, that you are saying wrong, just tell me. Okay, this is more interaction, more of an interaction. Okay, so it is not only about me telling you everything. Okay, you can also ask for things. Okay, so I would request you. It has already been 1 hour. Okay, so 1 hour is left, right? And we have a lot of things to cover. So my only request is to please be interactive and at least keep your cameras on so that I can see. Okay, okay, let us go back. So these were the some of the myths that are there in the market, right? And we have to be aware of it. Okay, so once you decide, you have to keep these things in mind. So what is going to be the future? Since transitioning is not easy and you don't transition every day. Okay, how I did the transition in 2020. Okay, in 2020, what made me do this transition? Because what I saw was the next 15-20 years are meant for data analyst roles, because there is a lot of things that are happening. The data is going huge. That was one of the motivation for me, and it is going to be the reality. Okay, so first of all, it is rapid growth. Okay, the data is, every point of time there is some data. Right now, we all tend, we all, whatever number of people that are there in the call. Okay, we all are connected through a platform which is called Zoom, and even after the call, if I try to take out a transcript, okay, I can actually have a transcript where whatever I have said or whatever you have said has been recorded in one or the other form with the help of this tool called Zoom. Now, see, even at this point of time, there might be millions of sessions that might be happening on Zoom. But in spite of that, each and every session has a transcript. That means a record that is maintained. So you can see the volume of data that we are having today at this point of time, and it is going to grow multifold. It is going to grow a lot in the days to come. That is one of the major reason why we should go for such roles. Emerging technologies, there are a lot of new technologies that are coming. It has become very, very easy for people to do certain tasks. All which is required is fundamentals. Fundamentals should be very, very clear. Okay, there are a lot of tools, there are a lot of opportunities that are already there in the market. What you need to be focusing on is to get trained into certain tools. Career prospects are very, very good in terms of data analytics for at least for next 15-20 years. Okay, so for me, at the age of 33, 34, I can actually go and retire with having the same skills. Okay, that is what is the power of this industry. Now we have been talking a lot about transitioning, shifting from non-IT to IT roles, but how is it going to happen? Okay, how is it going to happen? First of all, there would be a detailed roadmap, detailed plan. Okay, until unless you have a detailed plan, you cannot transition properly, right? Then once you learn the tool, you have to actually showcase what you have learned. Okay, we have to showcase in the form of portfolios. So in our course also we make it a point that we create all these portfolios. What is portfolio? Portfolio means that no matter whether you have worked into some organization or not, but you have certain work which you have done during your training. For example, I have created 10 dashboards during my training. So of course I know how to create dashboard. That's how I created it. So for example, a recruiter is there. He wants a person who knows Power BI. He goes to your profile. Then he'll see that you have done certification in Power BI. That is a good thing. But do you think that certification is enough? No. He wants more. He wants to know whether you actually know it or not. Sometimes we write things, in our resume, but we don't know how to do those, right? So how does he check? He can check by clicking on the link which is there on your resume. The link will have all the details related to the work that you have done, all the capstone projects that you have done. So now just imagine yourself as a recruiter, as an employer. There are two resumes. In one, both the resumes are of Power BI developers. Okay. One resume has a link which has all the work that the person has done. And one resume is flat. It doesn't have any link. As an employer, how do you gain trust? Who do you call? Of course, you are going to call to a person who has given you a link, who has given you the work that he has done, and he knows that work, right? So once he gets through the link, he'll get to know, okay, this person has actually done this is work. He has created such lovely dashboards, and he can do work for me. That is how you get the call. So many people think that we have uploaded our resume on LinkedIn, Naukri, but we are not getting the calls. How do you get the call? Okay, there are maybe in a country like India, Naukri might be filled with at least uh, uh, you know around maybe 10-20 crore resumes. Okay, of different fields. Or if you take your field, okay, at least for a single job there might be 10 lakh people available in the country. Out of that 10 lakh resumes, how do you think your resume will be standing out? By having these things into your resume. That is what will make you different from others. Okay. So that is very, very important part of showcasing what you have learned. First is to learn, crafting a detailed plan and learn the tools. Then second is how to showcase. And third is how to apply for the jobs. Okay. What are the relevant jobs? Okay. Job is nothing like it is not like a product which you can sell to everybody. We cannot sell a single product to everybody, right? So we try to apply as if we are selling some maybe some goods. We are not selling goods. Yes, we are going to sell our services, and these services can be important for some people, cannot be important for some people, right? So we have to actually tap the relevant jobs. Okay, right? We have to knock the relevant doors. Then only we get the opportunities in the market. So how one can actually transition successfully transition is to understand the career transition. That is the roadmap. Self assessment and goal setting is also very, very important. You have to assess, do the self assessment whether I'll be able to devote that much time, devote that much efforts to learn all these tools or not. So that is also one of the important thing. Then building a transition plan. Of course, building a plan is very, very important to have a roadmap. Then, as I told you that first you have your plan ready. You have to actually gain relevant experience, okay, practical experience, then mentorship. Again, very, very important part of entire transition. If you know somebody who has already done it, he'll be able to guide you better. Just like, at Mount Everest, the first person who actually climbed the Mount Everest, it took him many days and a lot of efforts. But the second one actually reached that place quicker. Why? Because the first one has actually left his footprints. Okay. So that is what happens in each and every field. So if there are people who have done a lot of hard work and that's how they reached where they are. But now they are there to guide other people. Okay. So that whatever mistakes that they have done, at least that should be avoided. So if you think that I can learn only out of my experience, then you are wrong. You have to learn from the follies of others also. For example, I have done the transition. I know that whatever 10 things that I've done right, and whatever 5 things that I've done wrong. Okay. So mentorship will allow you to actually be away from those 5 wrong things. Okay. That is one of the major and the important factor of having a mentor in your life. Then leveraging social media means having your LinkedIn prepared for the job. So if I show you my profile on LinkedIn, okay. Just a second. So social media, what I mean to say is to have your profile ready. Okay. So see, this is the kind of profile that you need to attract people, right? On your profile. Okay. So here, see, if you see, though I have mentioned that I am a chartered accountant by profession, but my profession skills are Power BI, SQL, Tableau only. Can you see this? Financial analysis comes at the end, right? This is how you have to present yourself, right? So right from whatever experience that you have. Okay. So with the profile of your LinkedIn, people would get to know everything about you. Okay. That's how they'll get attracted, right? At the same time, if you have bandwidth, you can post. So for example, I used to post some of the book summaries. So see, can you see this? These are some of the book summaries that I post on LinkedIn. Okay. So why do I do that? Because I will have a presence on social media. Okay. What recruiter wants is they want a person who is hardworking. They don't want people who spend their time on social media just to have fun. Okay, if you are there on social media on LinkedIn, you are just trying to contribute something. For example, you are going to do you are going to learn data analytics, right? Now you can spread some knowledge related to data analytics. Why it is important? Because as an employer, I can see that you have deep desire to you are actually interested into your field. First of all, second, you are not some of those lazy people who just spend their time on social media. You are very serious about your career. Okay. So these are some of the things that you should learn to leverage this social media for your business or profession. Then crafting resume, impressive resume is very, very important, right? The resumes is something that is a gateway actually to because you are not going to meet the employer, right? Who is going to meet the employer? Your resume. Okay. And when we talk about resumes, okay, for a single application, at least 1,000 to 2,000 resumes come. Okay. Out of those 2,000, how you are going to get picked is a big question mark. Okay. So how we need to make sure that our resume should stand out. Okay. So there are few things that you need to keep in mind. Let me just see if I have my resume. I'll just share it with you. So these are some of the tips, okay, so which you can use it for applying for jobs. Okay, let me see if I can find my resume, if it is handy. Yeah, it is there. Just a second. Let me just share my screen. I hope my screen is visible, right? See, this is the kind of resume that you have. Okay. This is not, I would not say this is a perfect resume, but yeah, this is a decent resume that should be there. So first of all, very, very important is you need to have your picture. Okay. No matter you are a boy or a girl, you might be shy or something, but your picture should always be there in the resume. Okay. That is what is going to make the employer feel quite confident about you. Then you should have your top skills here. Okay. It should be clearly visible what you know and what you don't know. Okay. We should be very clear. And with a single page, in a single page, he should get to know everything about me, what I am doing, where I work, what work I have done. Okay. In the preface, also see all the relevant tools that you know. Okay. You have to put it. That's how you have to make your resume look stand out. Right. So you have to actually understand the role. Okay. What role, what skills do you have? Then you have to structure your resume accordingly. Highlight skills and experience. As I told you that I have highlighted my skills here, if you can see. So if somebody wants to see what all the things that I know, he can clearly go here, right? Under skill column. He can see what I have, what skills do I have. Okay, and what how much proficient I am in those skills, right? And then creating an online portfolio. Portfolio, as I told you that there is a link that is going to give the employer an idea about what work you have done in your previous organization or maybe in your during your course also. Then of course once you are ready with your resume, you are going to explore for the various job opportunities that are there. Okay, so there are certain things related to search strategies, job description. Okay, what we do is that we have the habit of applying for each and every job. Okay, whatever comes to my kitty, I'll try to I'll try to grab it. This is not this is how this job industry doesn't work like that. You have to understand the job description very, very clearly. Then only you should apply for it. If it is not suiting your skills, don't apply for it. There's no point. Okay, there's no point applying and getting rejected. Then preparing for interviews. Many a times I have seen people, they are very skilled, but they lag behind in interviews. That is something that you should be focused about. Then, of course, negotiating the job offers. Again, a very, very important skill. In my initial days, I have done this mistake also. I have myself done this mistake. I have joined somewhere, where I could have asked for more hike, but somewhere settled in less. Okay. So these are some of the, mistakes that everybody does. Okay. But you have to make sure that whenever you get the opportunity, because opportunity comes, it is not a regular feature. Okay, it comes once. Okay, so whenever there's an opportunity, you have to grab it. So as a data analyst, the as per the as per the data that is available on LinkedIn and Naukri, so the packages that go as it for a data analyst, it goes from 8 to 15 lakh. But this is something where the minimum experience that is required is 3 years. 2 to 3 years is what is required. Now, for example, for a person like me who has 10 years of experience, okay, in that case, the packages will be way more than what it is mentioned here. This is only for normal 2 to 3 year, experience data analyst profile. Okay, so this is a package that you can expect. for each and every data analyst related role. So of course, building a long-term career is very, very important. Just a second. Yeah, this is all about learning the tools. Okay, building a long-term career means you have to have a growth mindset. You have to learn the tools. You have to get it hands-on. Okay, so that you can have a better understanding of the entire role. Then resume building, we have already told you resume building is very, very important. I have already gave you my resume's example. Mock interviews, very, very important. Before going for the interviews, just have somebody who can take your mock interviews, have a mentor who can actually ask you relevant questions. Okay. That is how be prepared and go. Again, a very, very basic, mistake that people do. Okay. And how I used to do it, I'll just give you a trick. Even if I am satisfied with my job, I keep on, I used to keep on giving interviews, even if I am not going to get selected, even if I did not like the profile more. What used to happen is that it used to prepare me for the main day. It used to prepare me. It used to be like a net practice for me. If they ask you something and if you don't know about it, just note it down and make sure that you know it next time. Okay. So keep on, don't shy away from the interviews. The best way of cracking an interview is to attend it more times. If you have a mentor, just ask him to ask you the relevant. Just like in our course, we actually do mock interviews quite strictly. Okay, so that if a person goes into the market, he can be able to have all the answers for the questions that are going to come. So that will help him to understand, to get selected, I should say. Then, of course, networking and community is very, very important. Okay. Community can help you even if you are placed somewhere and if you get stuck with some IT related issue. Community is there to help you. Community is there to actually support you. So from now, from here onwards, I'll just hand it over to one of the co-founders of Data Geeksters, Mr. Rajesh. So he will guide you how this entire transition is going to happen. Okay. And just be on the call till the end because at the end, we are going to take your doubts and we are going to cover top three AI tools which you can use right from today itself for your data analytics journey. Right. So, Rajesh, are you there on the call? Just a second. Okay, so guys, Rajesh is having some network issues. Okay, so let me just carry from there. So this, helped you understand what is data analytics, how it works. Okay, and what are the things that we need to take care? What is the roadmap? Okay, I've tried to explain you whatever are the various aspects of data analytics. Okay, so now what are we offering? Okay, so as a data geeksters, we also have run our courses for data analytics. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you what are the various offerings that we have, you know through which we can actually help students transition from non-IT to IT roles. Okay. So we have our data analytics mastery course. So because of the growing demand of data analytics in the market, and because of the reasons that we have already discussed, we have actually created a curriculum which can help you get insights of or get the hands-on experience on the various tools, which can help you go into the, go and work as a data analyst in the market. So what are the key areas of our data analytics mastery course? Comprehensive curriculum. So it has all the ingredients that are required for data analytics role, hands-on experience. So in our classes, it will be 100% live classes. Of course, recordings are there of the live classes, but the classes are completely live. We have 4 to 5 students in a batch, not more than that, so that we can have a personalized training. Okay. Those people can be actually touch based. Okay. And we can actually track the progress of the students. So all in all, it is a complete hand holding, right from making you expert in the tools, then preparing you for the interviews through mock interviews, resume building, and then ultimately make you make you have your first call, your first interview call, and then post interview post you post your selection also. There is a program through which you can actually get post employment assistance from us also. Clear? So, and of course I have told you that these are very very important and career boosting to career boosting skills that are there, which we are going to cover in this course. So these are the various different modules that we cover. So first is advanced Excel, then Power BI, SQL, Agile, Chat GPT. Again, a very, very important feature of our entire course. So you might not find many courses in data analytics domain where they can actually give you AI integration to it also. So because AI is there and it is going to stay for a longer period of time, you can actually use AI to make your learning better. So Python, Tableau, Capstone project, very, very important. These are the projects. This is going to be the game changer for those who don't have any experience in IT. This Capstone project, once you complete it, this will be this will become part of your profile. So we have all the Capstone projects. We have all the projects that are there, which actually students complete. Okay. Then we have mock interviews, profile and resume building, communication skills. Again, you go and find you go and register for any course in the market, you will not find this element, communication skills, because nobody talks about it. The most important part in data analytics is how you communicate, because what is the work of data analytics analyst is to understand the requirement of the user and create the solution for the user. So until and unless you are good in communicating, it becomes really difficult as a data analyst to explore. Then employment assistance and post-hire support. So we will make you market ready. Okay. We will give you step-by-step process. We will also tell you what are the profiles that you should be focused about. And once you get the call and you clear it, okay, then you will be getting post-hire support also under the same course. And the highlight of our course is resume building and portfolio building. Portfolio building, as I told you, that whatever the capstone projects that you are going to create, that becomes your portfolio, right? Where the work that you have done can be seen by the employer, and he can get confident about your skills. Real-time reviews. Okay. So whatever the projects that are given to the students, okay, real-time review, real-time feedback is given so that they can actually complete their work and they can have hands-on experience. And of course, portfolio building, I have already spoken about it in previous slides. So now why are we different? Okay. So you might be seeing that there are a lot of different courses that are already available in the market. Why are we different? First and the foremost thing is that this is not a recorded sessions. Just like whatever you get in the market, most of the people are there to sell you all the recorded sessions. Okay. But at the end of, if you see at the end of the day, what matters is the hands-on experience. Okay. When you get recorded classes, whether you attend it or not, nobody's there to, vouch for it. Okay. Here, there is an accountability. Okay. I or the teacher who is going to be there, he'll always be there with you, understand what is your issue, and make sure that whatever you are learning, it should be hands on, one to one counseling, small batch size. As I told you, that the batch size are very small, so that those five people are very easy to tap. Okay. So if I take 50 people in a batch, it is next to impossible for me to even take one person's name in one session. Okay, here only 5 to 6 people are there. Very concentrated group is there. Okay, so that we can help you achieve more. Then it is taught by the experts. One of the experts. What one of the sessions are taken by me also. So I have actually done my transition. See, I am in a good position to tell you what has to be done and what not has to be done. Okay. Then hands-on preparation and customized teaching, very, very important. Again, when you compare an online class and an offline class, on in offline class, there is no customization. There is a single speed that is running. So there is a video which is getting run at 1x speed. Okay, you can just stop it. Okay, you can just stop it and watch it again and again. Here, the lectures that are going to happen, it will be based on the needs and the wants of the students. Okay, it is customized, it is tailored. If you are not getting a concept through one way, it will be taught with another way. Okay, that is what is the USP of our course. So how many of you are ready to embark into the journey? If I can get some responses in the chat, yes, no, how many of you are ready? Okay, Sam is saying ready. Others? Okay. I am getting a lot of readies. Okay. So let us understand how it works. Okay. Just a second. So whatever we have discussed, okay, in terms of the data analytics course that we have, okay. So if you go on to our website, okay, this course, whatever the curriculum that we have discussed, everything is actually priced at 60,000. Okay. So if you go onto our website, you will get this course available for rupees 60,000. And this is the cost of the entire program. Okay. And now let us see what is the value that we are going to give you in the entire package. So what is the value that you are going to get from this journey? Okay. So 4 month live classes. Okay. Minimum 4 month live classes. The worth of that itself. This is live. This is not recorded classes. Okay. The worth of this itself is 1 lakh rupees. Then we have recorded classes also. So it's the same, the classes, if you, for some reason, if you couldn't attend the class, then you have recorded classes also, and that is for lifetime. Okay. There is no, expiry of any kind of recorded classes. The recorded classes will be for lifetime, and the value of that recorded classes itself is 60K. Then we have mock interviews. So if you see in mock interviews, as I told you that mock interviews are very, very important. We have separate sessions in which experts will come from the industry. They will take your mock interview and make sure that whatever is required as far as the industry is concerned, you get all the, you be prepared for the interviews. The overall cost for those mock interviews itself, it is worth more than 30,000. Then portfolio and resume building. It is not like there would be step by step process of how to create your portfolio, how to create your work, and how to add those work into resume, how to build your resume. Everything will be taken care of by us. The total cost of this itself, if you go into the market, the total cost of creating all these resume and portfolio, it itself cost you somewhere around 20K. Then you have capstone project. Okay, capstone projects are the projects that you are going to complete, and that will be part of your portfolio. Again, the worth of this capstone project is 25,000. One-to-one personal mentorship. Again, in this day and age, if you are getting one-to-one personal attention from the the person who is actually giving you all the teachings, it is itself all the mentorship. For this one-to-one mentorship also, people are ready to pay 40,000 in the market only for mentorship, not for learning the tools, only for the mentorship. The worth of that mentorship is 40K. Then job assistance and after jobs support. And after job support, mind you, for lifetime. Okay. So during the period of you working as a data analyst, you can always come back to us, raise your query that, look, I am stuck in this point in my, at my current role. Can you just help me out how I can resolve this issue? So we are there to have a complete support. Okay. So that itself is 35,000. And trust me, this support is also for lifetime. This is lifetime support. Then community. Okay, as I told you that here our main aim is to build a community. So you'll be a part of community where each and every person is helping other person. Okay. And it is very important to have a community of like-minded people. Right. The cost of this, membership itself comes out to be 10,000, the kind of value that you get out of it. Okay. So if you see whatever we have discussed till now, okay, these are the various kind of value. So if you see the the cost that I mentioned of 60,000, right? Out of that 60,000, the value that you are getting is somewhere around 3,10,000. If you see the kind of coverage that we have, it is not only a recorded classes. It is actually the entire hand-holding right from the beginning. So the cost that you pay is 60K and the value that you get is 3,10,000. Okay. Now, investment in this course. Okay. So 3 lakh is the value that you get, but you are not going to pay 3 lakh to us, right? Now, the 60,000 is the price that we have in our website. Okay. And the best part is you are not going to pay 60,000 also. Only for this month, only for this batch, that is August batch that we are creating, the special offer that you have is to pay 25,000 only. Okay. Only for this month, only for August batch that we are going to create, which is going to start from 20th of August. Okay. The batch that is going to start for 20th of August, the price is 25,000 and it is only for the till the end of this workshop. Okay. So we are going to see, as I told you, that we only take 4 to 5 people in a batch. Okay. So that is the only limited slot that we have for August. And then if you want to apply next month, then next month, the charges will be different and the batch size will be different. So what we are offering here, whatever 25,000 that we are offering as a special price, it is only and only for this month batch that is going to start on 20th of August, right? So this is what is our, or this is what is your investment. And only by paying a small amount, you can book your slot. Okay. As I told you that we don't take more than, 5 people in a batch. So if you want to have a slot booked for this month, that is 20th August batch, okay, you can book the slot by paying only 3,000 rupees now. Okay. You can pay the 3,000 and you can book your slot. And the next 12,000 you can pay till 10th of August. So see here, we are giving you an opportunity. I know that 25,000 it can be a big amount for many of you, or at least some of you. So you have that option of booking a slot. Okay, booking a slot for 3,000, then attend our classes for 10-15 days. Okay, then also once you are 100% sure that this transition is for you, and now you can embark onto this journey. Then by 10th of August, you can pay us 12,000. Okay. And then immediately after 1 month, you can pay this 10,000 to us. So what we have done is that we understand that there are certain queries that people have in mind. So we make sure that when you are 100% sure that you need to transition your career from non-IT to IT, then only you join us. Okay. That's why we don't call for the 25,000 immediately. Okay. We are not in a business where we just take the money from people and then they don't get benefited out of it. We don't want such students also. Okay. We want 100% committed students. Okay. That's how we have broken these installments into three parts. One is you can book a slot by just paying 3,000 rupees, and then you'll get to attend the classes for the next 10 days. And post that, you can, by 10th of August, you can pay 12,000 as a first installment. And after 1 month, that is 10th of September, you can pay 10,000. This is how you can break your payments and pay for the course. Okay, so Hari is asking, will there be any demo sessions? So see, this, if you want to attend the demo, I would request you to actually pay 3,000 rupees now. What will happen is that you will actually not have one demo. You will have at least 3 to 4 classes of demo. Okay, that will be covered under this. Okay, so if you want to attend the demo session, so this you can consider it as a demo session also. So for that and this three, no, we are going to at least give you 4 to 5 classes in this 3,000 rupees. Okay, that will give you an opportunity to know whether you like our style of teaching and whether you are ready to make this investment of 12,000. Okay, that's why we have broken it in a fashion that you can initially book your slot and then you decide whether it is things are working for you or not. So we are not there actually to ask you for the entire amount and then you get stuck. Okay, so that is one thing that you can do. So I hope everybody is clear with the, let me just stop share. I hope everybody is clear with the entire onboarding system, right? So right now, if you want to book a slot for August, you can just pay 3,000 rupees, right? And book your slot, and then till 10th of August, whatever the classes that would be there, okay, you can attend the classes and then decide whether you want to enroll for the course or not. So that would form as a demo, and your full-fledged course will start from 20th of August. So you have 4 additional sessions plus a complete, session right from the scratch from 20th of August. I hope everybody is clear with that. Yes, others, everybody is clear? Okay, super. Let me just reshare myself. Okay, so before we get into our top 3 tools, which we discussed, which we are going to see today, let me just tell you what is our presence. Okay, so some of you were asking that can we see our free demos, can we see how we teach. Okay, so what I suggest you is that you can just go and go on YouTube. We have our channel with the name Data Geeksters. Okay, so you can go into Data Geek. Just a second, let me just show it from here. See, this is our channel. Okay, I'll just put this link in the chat box. So what you can do is that we have a lot of free content that is there, which you can, sorry, just a second. So guys, for those who want to book their slot, okay, we have pasted the payment link. You can pay 3,000 right now, and you will be able to enroll for the course, and then you can attend the session, be satisfied, and then pay the balance of the 12K and 10K, which you can pay. And this is our channel. Here, if you see, there's a lot of free content that is available. Okay. So if I show you one of the video, so these are some of the uh, you know different sessions that we do on a regular basis. So here you will see all our content will be available. Right now, due to some network issue, it is not working. So you get the point, right? So you can just go there and subscribe to this channel. So here you will get a lot of free content which you can consume, and which will make you understand, okay, how we teach, what is the methodology. Okay, there are various different free sessions that we have conducted are already there, right? So you can check it out. And we have posted the link in the chat. So those who want to pay, you can just use that link and pay. And let us just go back to the PPT. So we have existence on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, okay, a website. We have Trustpilot, right? Now let us come to the main point that is left. That is top 3 AI tools that you can use for data analytics. First is draw.io. So if you click on this draw.io, this is a free website which can help you create workflows. What is workflow? Let me just open it. Okay, create a new diagram. So see, for example, if I want to create a mind map, okay, what is mind map? Mind map is a way through which you can create some interesting. So if I show you what is mind map, something like this. Can you see this? I think you might have seen this infographics majorly on various social media platforms, right? So see, with a single click in this portal, you can actually create these amazing kind of workflows. Okay, can you see this? And now these are very much editable. So if I want to edit it, I can edit it. And once I edit it, it it is with the help of this tool itself, I can just export it also, right? For example, if I go here, there's an option of export as PNG or JPG. Let me just do it JPG. Export. Save. So this is the most easiest way of creating any kind of workflows, right? So see, mind map is created. Can you see this? These kind of infographics or mind map you might have seen on social media platforms, right? And see how easy it has become. With a single click, I can create this kind of a workflow, and even I can edit it also based on my requirement. Let us try something different. So there's one more option here, which is AI generated content. For example, I want to create a data analytics document. Okay. But here I don't want to create it manually. I want to use, I want to use what? I want to use AI. So can you see this option generate? Click on that and see it will ask you what do you want to create the content about. So here what I can do is that I can just put data analytics. I'm just putting the name, or maybe fundamentals of data analytics. So I am just giving it a topic. Let me just put OK. So see, this is something it has already created. Let me just click on it and create, save. Now see, I have not searched anywhere. I have not done any kind of work. Okay. Can you see this? I have just written one topic. I have just written fundamental of data analytics. So see, it has given me data analytics techniques, mathematics and statistics, business concept, and then predictive analysis, descriptive analysis, and what are the various different components of it. Can you see this? So this is 100%. This is called, leveraging AI. What I'm doing is I am using AI for creating all these infographics. Now, the only job that is left is to export it. If I want to use it in a PPT, I just export it with data analytics name, and that's it. I just use it in my PPT. I think it has not been saved yet. Let me just do it one more time. So this draw.io is a very, very useful tool which you can use. Let me just export it one more time. Let me just put name as one. Save. Let it save. I think it will take some time to get saved, but you get the idea, right? So in this way, you can create this infographics and you can share it with others also. So if I show you one more option where you can share it with others. You can have PDF option also. Let us try PDF option. So this is completely free tool, okay, which you can use for creating these infographics. And in data analytics, on an average, we have to create these infographics a lot, okay, because we want to show the flow of how the data is going to go from one place to another. Yeah, yeah. Can you see this? Can you see this? This is a PDF that has been created, and how clean the content comes out, right? And I think images were also there. So here, can you see this? This you can paste it in your PPT and you can use it for your work, right? So this draw.ai IO is a very important tool, and I use it quite often to create all these visuals, okay, for my PPTs, right? This is one of the tools that you should use, and the best part about it is that it is 100% free, right? So draw.io, just write it down somewhere, or maybe I'll just put a link in the chat itself so that you can use it in future. It is a very, very, very good tool. So I'll just put the link draw.io. Right. So I have put the link so you can use this tool. Let us go to our next tool. Okay. Next tool is Julius. What is Julius tool? How many of you know that there are some visualizations that are created? Visualization means charts and graphs. Okay. Visualization means charts and graphs. Right. With the help of this tool, I can create charts and graphs without even knowing any tool like Power BI Tableau. Okay. This is again a very, very important tool. Just a second, let me just log in. So you can log in with your Gmail. Okay, first you have to log in into these tools and then you will be able to use it. Okay. Now see, Julius is a software through which I can actually create some visualizations. See, First of all, I need to upload an Excel sheet here. So I'll just upload an Excel sheet. Let me just see whether I have any Excel sheet which I can upload. Let me just search it. Global. Let's just go into desktop. So I have one file here. So this file I'm going to upload. Maybe it is a huge file. It might take some time. Let me just see a smaller version of file so that I can show you the data. So this file is quite huge. So let me just take a smaller. So I'll just copy this, paste it in the desktop. I just remove the additional data so that I can show you how this thing works. Okay. So this is an Excel sheet. Okay. It has rows and columns. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just keep the 20 rows and remaining rows I'm just going to delete. So I have now a 19 row data. This is good to upload. Let us go back in my Julius. Let's upload a file. Desktop. This is the file that I have on. That is uploaded. So see, this data is getting uploaded. Now what I'm going to do is that I am going to create certain visualization, certain charts. For example, let us create a pie chart. Pie chart of category wise sales. Okay, let us try to create a pie chart. Let it first upload. Okay. Once the upload will be done, here I can actually interact with the data. I can chat with the data, right? I can ask the data to do work for me. So see, my file is uploaded. Now I am going to write a very simple prompt. Create a pie chart showing category wise sales. I'm just writing a simple plain prompt. Let us see whether it is going to work on me. So see what it is going to do. It is going to run a code. Okay. As I told you that I am not familiar with coding. I don't know how to code, but that part will be done by this software itself. Let us see whether it can give us the. So see what it is writing. It is writing a Python code. Can you see this? It is a bit slow. Can you see this? Yes, no. So it is writing a Python code for me, but I don't want to write it by myself. So I'm using this tool. Okay. So at the end of writing the code, it is going to give me the output also. Let us see whether it gives me the output. It is taking some time. Let it process. So here I'm not doing anything. I'm not writing the code. It is doing the work for me. So see, can you see this? Can you see the output that it has given me? It has given me category-wise sales distribution in the form of a pie chart. Exactly what I wanted by just writing a single line. Now, if I want to use this pie chart, all I need to do, I need to just download this chart. So this chart is downloaded in the form of an image. And this image I can use wherever I want. Can you see this? So that is what I was talking about. This is how AI is changing the way we do our analysis. Okay. Now there is no need for a coder to come in between and write a Python code for me just like this. Okay. So it is actually coming from a library. Okay. So Pandas is a library. From that, they have written a complete code. But I was not knowing any kind of code. I just knew what to be done. So I wrote a simple plain text prompt and it gave me such a wonderful visual, right? So this is the power of AI when we talk about learning AI for data analytics. So for example, if I am a complete novice, I don't know anything about data analytics, but still I could manage to create this visual. Yes or no? That is what is the power of these kind of AI tools. Again, whatever tools that I'm giving you, these are one of the best tools in the market. Okay, which can give you free resource. These are all free, tools that I'm using. Draw.io and Julius. Julius is also again a very, very important tool. for analysis purpose. Is that clear? Let me just stop share. Is that clear? Yes, no? So I'm just going to give you the link for Julius.ai also, which you can use it. So I'm just putting the link in the chat. So you can just save it for future. Now, Acha, tell me how many of you have actually used Excel? Type me in the chat box. How many of you actually used Excel? Of course, everybody might have used Excel in one of the in one or the other way, right? Now in Excel, if I want to write a formula, I should know how to write a formula. For example, if I want to write a if condition, I should know how to write an if condition, correct? Now, what if you don't know any formula? You just know what to do. You don't know any formula. You just know what has to be done. In that case, can AI help me generate a formula? The answer is yes. How? Let us see. So our third tool is Formula Bot. Okay. Can you see this? Formula Bot. Again, a free tool which can help you create formula for your Excel sheet. Okay. And this is very interesting. Okay. Let me just log in. You see here, I can actually ask my query. For example, let us create a dummy data. Okay, then we'll be able to understand it better. So I have student names and I have marks. Okay. So for example, A, B, C, D. Four students are there, and those students have got maybe one has got 55, one has got 45, one has got 75, one has got 85. Now, if I want to put a rank for each and every student, okay. So if the let me just put put conditions, okay. Let me just put conditions to rank them. So if marks are greater than 80, then rank will be 1. Correct? If marks are greater than 70, the rank will be 2. And if the marks are less than or maybe greater than 50, the rank will be 3rd. And if the marks are less than 50, the rank will be 4th. Okay. So this is how my condition is. Now I need to write an if formula. To make this condition work, I need to write a if formula here so that I can get the ranks. But I don't want to write a if formula because I don't know how to write an if formula. For example, can AI help me to write a formula for me? The answer is yes. How? Let us make the AI understand the problem. Okay. So we will start like act as an expert in Excel sheets. Okay. So what I'm saying is just be the expert in Excel sheets, and I have data as follows. So I'm going to put this data, or maybe let me just put headings. I have data as follows. Write a formula to get the rank of students based on marks following based on marks based on the following condition. Let me just put the condition. These are my conditions. So let me just put this here. Okay. So what it is asking me? Okay, it is asking me to attach a file. Okay. Let us just save this file and attach it. Maybe that will help us. Let us just save this file as book one. Desktop book one. Let us remove the conditions because we have already put the conditions, right? Let us put this condition in the second sheet. Let us remove it from the. So this is my data. Let us upload this. Book one is the file. Just upload it. So there are two options. One is you can generate the formula also, and you can upload the file and get the work done also. Let's see. We have uploaded the file also, and we have given the condition also. Can you see this? Can you see this formula? So it has given me a if formula already. Okay. Without me knowing anything, it has given me a formula. Now what I can do is that I'll just copy this formula and go into my book one where I saved it. Okay, and just paste it. But here I cannot blindly paste it. Can you see this? All the formulas are based on marks. Okay. So instead of B2, I need to just put C2. So see, I have just copy pasted and changed the cell reference, and my entire formula is ready. Clear? This is how these tools can help you with all the technical things that you get stuck with. Okay, all the technical things which you get stuck with, this, this various kind of tools can help you do the work efficiently for you, right? So, for this also, I'll just put the name in the chat box. Again, a very, very important tool, and you can ask any kind of formula. It will be able to give you the exact formula. So formulas.io is one of the formula generative AI that you can use for Excel, right? So what we have covered today is we have understood the entire data analytics roadmap. Then we saw how to do it. Okay, what are the courses that are offered by me? And I'm just putting the link one more time for payment. So if anybody is interested, you can book the slot by paying on the link. And even after all this, grooming, if you still have a doubt, okay, what I suggest you is we're just going to put a link in the chat. So this is a link for booking the one-to-one call. So you know, even after getting the session attended, if you still have any doubt, if you still have any kind of query, if you want to understand more from us, I'm just pasting a one-to-one free call link. Okay, one-on-one free call you can book by clicking on that link, and our team will be able to guide you. Our team will be able to support you with your journey, right? So that you can take informed decision, right? So this is how you can, take a leap of coming from non-IT to IT roles. Is that clear? So I have, given both the links. Okay. So Hari Prasad is saying you are learning Salesforce. So the Salesforce, uh, Salesforce is actually a software. Okay, it is an operating software which you are learning as far as I understand. Okay, so Tableau is something that is related to Salesforce. But when we talk about Power BI, when we talk about SQL, when we talk about Python, all these are separate modules that has no relation as of with Salesforce. Salesforce is just a tool. It is actually a company which has various kind of softwares. So that is a software learning. Here, what we are talking about is data visualization. Salesforce has one of their visualization tool, which is called Tableau, which we cover in our course. So when we talk about data analytics role, you need to know data visualization, Power BI, Tableau, SQL, Python. All these things are relevant for you to actually leap into the career of data analytics. So Salesforce is just a software which you might be learning. Okay, but data analytics role is a bit different. So it is a different stream as per what your query is. Okay, so thank you very much for attending this session. I guess 2 hours is a long time. Thank you very much for keeping being till the end of the session. And I have given you the links. So those who are interested, please go on to check out the link, pay 3K to book the slot. Or if you have any further doubt, you can just go for one-to-one free call with us. We will be able to understand your profile and we'll guide you accordingly. Okay, so that is it from my side. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend and see you for the coming sessions. Okay, for those who are not part of our WhatsApp community, please I'll just put a link of WhatsApp so that you can you know join our WhatsApp group, so that in future also whatever the sessions that we are going to do, we are going to post. So let me just give you the link. For those who are not already the part of the WhatsApp community, I have just pasted a WhatsApp link also. Okay, you can join the WhatsApp community and be a part of it, so that we can keep you posted about all the sessions that we are going to have. Okay, that is it. Thank you so much. Take care and have a good weekend. Thank you. Take care. Bye.